Welcome to this week's video. Something a bit different this week. Probably no painting whatsoever. This is just going to be a walkthrough of where we're up to with the boat. I did say this channel wasn't going to be like a boat restoration channel, but there are some things that have just had to happen and it's turned into pretty much a bit of a boat restoration. There were some things that really needed paying attention to, and I'll show you where we're up to with them. So I'll start at the bow of the boat, the front of the boat. So this is actually the front cabin. There is usually a bed. There isn't a bed at the moment because I had to rip it out because these bits here, that one, and there's one over there as well, behind there, you can just about see it, were holes. So we had those cut out and new pieces welded in. Really pleased. Then I did a bit of a primer to treat any of the remaining metal, and then I'm doing a top coat of a white paint that is ridiculously hard wearing. We've still got to have new skin fittings put in for the transducers, one there, and there'll be a hole cut for one there, and then I put the bedroom back together. So that's where we're up to in here. I did say we had to dig pretty deep. The next bit I'm going to show you is the galley and the saloon, the bit where we actually live and make food and stuff. I think you're going to be impressed. There you go. Perfect living conditions. Amazing. That's the cover for the engine, but there is no engine because we've had the engine taken out. Next week I'll show you how that happened. A few pots there from this morning because basically I want to do all the washing up at once because I can't use the sink, so I have to put all the dirty water into a bucket and take it down the ladder. Tools everywhere. That at the moment, because that's actually the way we get out of the boat. It's just like a huge engine step. Covers the engine and we've got 3 steps to get out, but because I'm actually working over there, can't use it, so we're actually using a swim ladder up against there to get out the boat at the moment, which is pretty crazy. And there's the swim ladder that we're using, propping up the toolkits. All the doors are off the hatches because I'm changing the hinges round so that the hinges are hidden instead of being really obvious. And this is my workspace for today. We've had the engine taken out and also the fuel tank. This is the pipe that attaches to the fuel tank where it usually goes, and you can see those 2 bits there. That's where the fuel tank usually sits. And what I'm trying to do is get down into there. That is the bilge, and it's absolutely disgusting. I've been working on this for 2 days now, and I've made all sorts of little tools. I made a scraper, which you might be able to see here, and also a little scoop, because that is about 4 foot down there. So, well, 3 or 4 foot down, so I can't actually reach down to get to the bottom. I've got to do everything on the end of poles. I have my little scoop that I made. The scraper's no more, don't need the scraper anymore, and that's what comes out. And you can see, and see all this sludgy stuff there, that's all rubbish that came out as well. And I'm using the grabber to pull out anything that I find, and just generally it's taken 2 days so far, 7 hours each day, so it's taken 14 hours just to work down that pile of encrusted, horrible mess. All this is going to be cleaned up, going back there, cleaned and painted. I know it looks like an impossible task at the moment, but it will be, and I'm going to sort out all that wiring as well. This is all going to be sorted. This is all going to be treated and repainted, and then out in the cockpit we now have a hole. That's on purpose. We've put a hole in there for an inspection hatch. So what has happened to the fuel tank is it's just been sat there for probably 8 years that we know. The boat is 38 years old, and we don't know if that fuel tank has ever been out. The last owner had it for 8 years, so before that, no idea. So basically it was it had something called diesel bug in the bottom, and there was no way of actually getting to it. So we've taken the engine out, we've taken the fuel tank out. That's all being cleaned and treated. The engine's being cleaned as well, and we're putting in an inspection hatch in the fuel tank, so we can actually start cleaning the fuel tank every 12 months or every how long it needs, really. And that was the reasons for doing that. The other things we're having done out here are we're having an arch built like that in front of the binnacle. That's called the binnacle, where the steering wheel is. It's covered in a cover at the moment to protect it, so we can actually have a handhold, because it's dangerous to be grabbing hold of the steering wheel and the compass when you're climbing about the boat. So we're having like an archway, and it will also be good for attaching instruments to as well. And we're having all down there sorted, and these cockpit lockers, they're having little gutters fitted around the outside. There's 2 of those, and they're huge. You can actually climb inside those, which I think I've shown you that in a different video. And we've got the life raft on the back now. So that's a walkthrough of where we're up to with the boat. As you can see, with all this going on, I haven't had any time for painting, or space for painting, or the cleanliness. My hands are actually clean at the moment. Look, that's as clean as they get at the moment. There we go. Look, that's ridiculous. And it's just everywhere. But it only needs doing once, and then it'll be fine. I might go for a walk, and it's absolutely gorgeous today. Bright blue sunshine. So I'm going to carry on working. You can see where I'm up to, and I might go for a little wander this afternoon or this evening as the sun's going down, maybe down to the beach or something. So I'll take you with me. I'll see you in a bit. Well, it's the end of another day. I did say I might go for a walk this afternoon, but I'm just too tired. I'm going to go and have a shower and get changed and just collapse, I think, and do the same thing tomorrow. The weather's set to be absolutely amazing this weekend, so I'm going to take advantage of it, and I'm doing lots of things where I can have cockpit lockers open, the inspection hatch open, and I can really get into all the bits behind the engine. Hopefully I'll get all that done before the engine goes back in. That'd be nice. Right. Shower time. Because I think I need it. That's pretty much it for this week. It's quite a simple video. Not a lot has been going on apart from working on the boat this week. I've got lots of things saved up for videos in the future, but I'll get back and start editing those. Thanks very much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and at the moment, and all helps. All of it helps. And I'll be painting soon. I'll be painting soon. That's all I keep thinking is, oh, get a canvas up, get the easel up, start doing some painting. It's keeping me going, especially on the days where Mark's not here. Yeah, but won't be long, and it'll be set up for both of us to be here. Right, see you next week. Bye.